Hello friends, this is your Titan Span. Welcome to my channel and this new video. Guys, today in this video I am going to teach you that how you can create your own API in AWS API Gateway. Okay, in layman term I can say in this video I am going to teach you two things, especially two things, and actually another tool also. So I will let you know that I am going to teach you how to create your own Lambda function in AWS Lambda, and you can write their code and how to connect that Lambda function into your API gateway. In simple words I can say how to connect your Lambda with your API to execute that particular code. Okay, and also I'm going to show you that there is one tool which is known as Postman. So what is the use of that tool also, and how we will going to test that API in that tool. Okay, so now let's get started. So guys, as you can see here, I'm on my screen. So here I will go and click on this Lambda. See, because before creating API we need to create a Lambda function to execute, and these are the major functions, and currently what I am going to teach you, they are mostly running in every industry from small scale to large scale. Okay, so here what you have to click on this create function, because you have to run your code here, because when your API get hit, so your API will invoke this Lambda function to run that code. Okay, so here I will write the function name, for example video English. Okay, for us, so as I'm creating this video in English version and also created in Hindi, so make sure to check the another video also. So you have to click on this Python 3 in case if you're using Python. Okay, otherwise you can create click on any other programming language if you're working on any other programming language. Okay, now click on this create function button. So it will take some 10 to 15 seconds to create this function. And also guys, as you can see here, there are some other also use blueprint, and also either here we have container image in case you have a Docker image, so you can directly upload here. Okay, so yeah, as you can see guys, here our Lambda function has been created successfully, and here as you can see there is also a ready-made code of Python here. So here what you have to do, here you have to write your own code. Okay, it's whether depend upon your requirement. So currently I'm not changing this code, I will just update here only. For example, this is Titan Spy. Okay, this is Titan Spy, and I will just click here subscribe. I hope you will, but most of the people don't do that. Okay, so I will click here on deploy. Okay, every time you write or update any code you have to click on this deploy button. Okay, so in case guys, in case if you have a zip file of your code, so make sure here as you can see upload from button. So here you can upload a zip file which should be less than some, there is a particular memory currently I'm not getting, but you will, when you will upload, so I think it's about 10 MB. Okay, your zip file should be under 10 MB or 25 MB like that. Okay, so you can also upload there. And also if in case if you want to download the this Lambda function code, so as you can see here you click on this action in export button. As you can see download deployment package. Okay, here you can download your code. Okay, so what you have to do here, I will let you know all the configuration, all the settings before for proceeding further for API gateway. Here as you can see there is a layers. So what is layers, I will show you these layers in details in next video, in another future video. So guys, layers means what happen in case if you have a Python module, for example if I am talking about Python, so there are some external module which is not built in. Okay, for example request, beautiful soap, numpy. So like that you have to install externally using pip. Okay, so in AWS we don't have any command to install using pip. So here there is a layer, it means we can add external libraries here. Okay, so in case if you wanna add this layer, like add some, you wanna use extra layers or another layers like numpy, beautiful soap, and other module which is not in built-in, so you have to click on this add layer, you have to add layer. Okay, so in future I will create a video on this also, that how you can create a layer of that external libraries. Okay, that process is very simple. Okay, so I will let you know. Okay, but first we have to check, please see on this. Okay, so after that what you have to see, you have to see guys, as you can see here, lambda function dot lambda handler, this is very important. See, whenever you are changing your name, for example here as you can see inside my lambda function, this is the Python file name is a lambda function. In case if you want to put this name as main, so you have to change the file name here, otherwise the code will give you that internal server error. Okay, so you have to change this. And in case if you're using this, but make sure you use lambda underscore handler only, because this works only. Okay, lambda except this one only. Okay, so whatever code you're writing, make sure you have to execute under this lambda handler only. Okay, whatever. Okay, so as you can see that I just updated the code, and also I will check here configuration. In general configuration, the timeout is 3 seconds, so you can increase, for example, and here you can also increase the memory in case if your function is not executing properly, because sometimes it's happen due to memory, your function does not execute properly as expected. Okay, so as you can see here, I will increase the time and I will update. So I hope guys you are not getting bored, because I want to show you the exact process, the detailed process. And actually I forgot to say a word, that the API which we are creating is we are creating with XAPI key plus authorization token. Okay, like we are giving authorization separately. Okay, so this will give us the extra safety for our lambda function. So now guys, everything is now done. And in case if you have to monitor your lambda, like whatever issue occurs, so here you can go and click on this view CloudWatch, so you will get every logs of your code. Okay, so after this you have to click on this configuration. Now I will click on this add trigger. Now you have to select the source of API gateway, create a new API. We are using REST API and API key. Okay, so I'm using here API key because I want API key, and you can use whatever according to your requirements. So as you can see, the video English API was successfully created. Now I will go and configure that API. Okay, so guys, as you can see, the method is any method. So I will click on this action, and you have to delete that method first of all, and click on this video English and create a new method. I will create here post. Okay, see guys, currently what happened is this need is depend upon your, for example, if you're getting any response, so you have to click on the get. If you're sending request and getting the and want to get the response, so you have to click on you have to set here post method. Okay, so it's all depend upon you. It's here this setting. So after that you have to click on this use lambda proxy integration, whatever issue occurs, so it will handle. And we have to integrate. See, now we have to connect our lambda function to invoke, right? So we have to put the name of the function. For example, here as you can see, my function name is video English. So I will copy this and I will just paste, and you have to click on save. Okay, yes, grant the permission. Yeah, so all is done. So now I will click on this method request, and here as you can see, API key required, so here it is set to false by default. So now we have to click on this through and just okay. Okay, now guys, every time, see, this is very important step. Now now what I am just going to do, every time a single changes even you do, for example, you are checking any box in these settings, whatever, so you have to deploy the API. People sometimes forget to deploy the API, and they just make the issue that our API is not working properly. But because people are not deploying the API properly, in every step you have to deploy the API. Okay, so now our API has been deployed successfully. Here in default we can see we got the link of the API. Okay, but our work is not done yet. Okay, because we have to create a authorization token. For example, now I have a X API key. It means it is used to hit the API key. Okay, but I want to give a authorization token to a particular customer, particular client. Okay, so this is used to extra safety. So now I will create that also. So what you have to click on this, you have to click on. So as you can see, so guys, what I will do, I will just provide you this code. So you have to same copy the code, and I will say I will tell you how to change the configuration and all. So you have to click on this create function. After that, video English, right? We have video English authorizer. Okay, we will create like this, and the code is in our Python 3.8, right? So we will click here and create function. So guys, as you can see, the authorization, like our authorizer lambda is already created. So as you can see, already means we have just created, so we will paste this code. Now guys, what you have to do, see here in authorization token, I will change the password. For example, you have to go any password generator. So make sure to use like this only. See in now I can create any password, but I want you to guys to make sure just symbol, okay, huh? So we'll create a 16 digit, the length should be 16 digits, so it will make us very strong password. So I just copied, and what you have to do, you have to paste here, because see this password, it will be very helpful for the security purpose. So now I created. Now guys, this code I will going to provide you. What you have to do, just go here in last, and as you can see here, this is the number of my AWS region. Okay, so from where you can get this region, you have to click on this your profile, and inside this you can see there is an account ID. So make sure there is a copy option, so you have to copy that. Just don't copy paste like this, like there is a hyphen in between. So okay, you don't have to write hyphen in between, you have to write sequence wise. Okay, after that what you have to do, here there is a API link, sorry, API code. So from where you can get free in API console, and here as you can see video English API, this is a unique ID, this is a unique API ID. Okay, so what I will do, I will just paste here. Okay, I will just paste and I will deploy. So just this setting you have to do, apart from this all things. Now your authorizer is also connected with API. Now we have to go to the API section, and we have to create here authorizer, as we have already created in Lambda, but you have to connect here. Now here what you have to click, as you can see here just came authorization token, as we have given here. See, you can copy this one also, sorry, this one only. Okay, you have to copy this one and click on this create button. Now grant and create. Now what you have to do, we have just created the authorizer. Now click on this resource button, and before that you have to refresh this page, because we have just created this authorizer. So to view there, we have to refresh that and refresh this page. Now click on this post method, click on this method request. Now as you can see here, authorization is none. Just go and change to our video English authorization. So I'm sorry that the word, the video word is wrong by mistake, but we will update it later. Now we will update this, and as you can see, the our authorization has been updated successfully. So as you can see, your all things has been created successfully. Now what you have to do, just go to resource, just click on this action and deploy the API. As I told you, in every step you have to deploy that API. Okay, I will deploy. Okay, finally I have just deployed. Now what I will do, I will just go back, and I will just see video English. Okay, I will click on this, because we want API key, right? So we'll get this API key, and we have to copy this link. Because guys, see, now we have already created everything, our Lambda function API gateway. Now we are using a tool which is known as Postman. See, Postman is used to hit the API, you to test the API, especially used to test the API. Okay, so now what we will do, we will just copy. Is there an option? Yeah, copy option. And here as you can see, my Postman is open, so I will paste this link, and as you can see, the method is post method, as I was created here. And in headers you have to type X API key. Okay, in X API key, now we'll say where we can get that X API key. You can get here X API key. In how, so guys, as you can see, everything we had created, and our API is now ready to test. So what we will do, we will just click on the send button. So as you can see guys, hello from Lambda, this is Titan Spy, and subscribe. So as you can see, our API is now connected with our Lambda function, and also as you can see, when we hit the API, so it was successfully invoked our Lambda function. Okay, so guys, this is the video, like this was a video of how to create a Lambda function, and how to connect that Lambda function with API gateway with authorization token. So I hope you like this video. I hope you learn the new concept of AWS, because everyone uses this mostly in big scale. Also every company use AWS, and also especially Lambda and API gateway. So in case you are doing this all stuff, so you should have this knowledge, because this knowledge I gained from my company. Okay, so this is a real world project which I used to do. So I hope you guys like this video, so make sure to check the same Hindi version of this video. So if you like this video, then make sure to hit the like button, and also make sure to share this video with your friends. Make sure they also learn these new things, and also subscribe our channel, and also press the bell icon to receive the notification of latest video uploaded from our channel. So guys, thank you for watching this amazing video.